everybody, welcome back to my channel, The Sugar Muse. I'm Keisha, and today I'm going to be showing you how I assemble and decorate a cake. Now this particular cake is a lemon cream cheese cake with lavender frosting. I've colored the icing purple and yellow, and that's what color the decorations are going to be, so stay tuned. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my lemon simple syrup, which I made yesterday, and I'm going to squeeze it onto each cake. You could also brush it on with a pastry brush. It's up to you how you get it done. Just get it on there. This is completely optional. I do this to boost the flavor in the cake, which is lemon. Okay, so I'm gonna let the cake soak in for about 15 minutes. And then I'm going to start my icing or my filling and stacking. So now for the damming and the filling, I'm going to take each cake layer, I'm going to put it on my cake board, I'm going to dam it with a thicker version of my purple icing, and then I'm going to fill it with alternating between a yellow and a purple icing. I'm going to take my thicker purple icing, smidgen of icing on so that my cake doesn't move. I'm going to dam my layer. Let's go around the edge with the thicker icing, because my cream cheese icing is somewhat soft and I don't want it to smush out. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to go over my cake with my thickest icing. I'm just going to put it everywhere, and this is called a crumb coat. So I'm just going to show you how to crumb coat it. It's going to be a thin layer of icing all over the cake to seal in any of those crumbs that you see falling off as I'm decorating. Whoops! Getting it everywhere. So we'll fix that here right now. I'm going to take my spatula and I'm going to go all along the outside. And actually, what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to stick this cake in the freezer for a few minutes, about 15 minutes, to solidify my icing, because my cake wants to shift on me here because it's kind of warm in here and my icing is rather soft. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to spread this crumb coat out here at the top real quick. And then I'm going to stick my cake outside in the freezer because it's shifting and we don't want it to be crooked. So now, as you can see, my cake is no longer sliding. See, it's solidified, so it's not sliding anymore. So now I'm going to go ahead and crumb coat it. And the cake is pretty cool from being in the freezer for about 30 minutes. So the crumb coat shouldn't take so long to set up. Now, one thing that you don't want to do is you don't want to mix your crumb coat frosting in with your final coat frosting. So that's why I have this little bowl here, so that once I do my crumb coat, if I have any icing that needs to be scraped off the spatula or any excess icing, I'll go ahead and put it into that bowl, so that way you don't get crumbs in your final coat. You don't get crumbs in all of your icing. Okay, so my crumb coat is on, and I'm going to stick the cake back into the freezer for about 10 minutes, just until the crumb coat sets up and it's firm and all the crumbs are sealed in. It's firm to the touch. Okay, so I have crumb coated my cake and let the crumb coat set, and here we are. As you can see, none of it came off on my finger. That means that it's set. So what I'm going to do is take my purple buttercream here that I made, and I'm going to give it a little stir. I'm going to do the final coat on my cake. So now I'm going to use one of my scrapers. Here I have one type of scraper. Here I have one that I got from a hardware store. I kind of like the one from the hardware store the best, so I'm going to start with that. And basically what you do is you put your scraper at an angle, to your cake, and you're going to take off a little bit of frosting at a time. And as you can see, that smooths out your sides. So I'm going to do that all the way around. Excess, I just scrape it to my bowl. Now, if you have trouble with this, you could always stick your cake into the freezer for 10 minutes. Let your frosting get hard, kind of like when you crumb coated it, and take your scraper or your spatula, whichever one you're using, and dip it into warm water. So that way, you take off a little less frosting at a time. Okay, so here's my cake. It's pretty smooth. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it in the freezer for about 10 minutes. Let the frosting firm up a little bit more, and I'm going to do my patchwork where I have some areas that are a little interesting. And I'm probably going to end up patching the areas with my yellow frosting, because that's going to be what I'm going to marble into the purple. So I'm going to let this firm up, and then I'm going to come back and show you how I work the yellow into the purple. Go around the cake lightly to blend that purple in with the yellow. And there you go. Okay, so my cake has been in the freezer for a couple hours now while I was getting everything prepared. And I am going to now take my chocolate ganache, which is pretty liquid because I warmed it up. And I'm going to drip it over the edges of the cake. Now, if you notice, I have it in a squeeze bottle because that way I can control the way the drips go. And the cold cake helps it solidify a little bit faster. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go around the top and neaten up the edge here, because that way when I go back with my flowers at the end, I'll have somewhat of a chocolate border for my flowers. And so now I'm going to make my buttercream flowers. So now I'm going to decorate with the flowers, and I'm going to make a ring of buttercream on the top, which is what I'm going to prop my flowers on. Flowers are frozen, so that makes them a lot easier to handle. Okay, so there's my flowers. And now I'm going to go in with my green and pipe the leaves. Okay, so I have put as many leaves and flowers as I could possibly get on top of this cake. Here's the final product, and yes, there are a lot of flowers, but it is in fact a flower cake. So I hope you enjoyed. I hope you like and subscribe and comment below. I'm going to include at the end of the inside of the cake sliced with the purple and yellow buttercream so that you can see how that turned out. So thanks for watching, and come back and see me soon. I'll have another video up for you in the very near future. Thanks for watching.